TV umpire to director, we have a player review. Can we rock and roll, please?
Hello and welcome to episode number 183, magic number in Indian cricket. Saurav Ganguly's highest one-day score, MS Dhoni's highest one-day score, the target that India set in their first ever World Cup final back in 1983. The last time we recorded a Bits and Pieces podcast episode, the Strait of Hormuz was open, the Middle East was peaceful. Thiru Joseph Vijay Avargale was expected to be a Lucknow Super Giants of the Tamil Nadu election, winning a handful of seats, contributing to memes, not uprooting the DMK in RCB style, the way they destroy CSK, and still contributing to memes. It's been a while. We held our collective breath, and we are happy to say neither is Bits and Pieces dead, nor is the IPL over. Life continues as usual. And here we are on the penultimate weekend of this wonderful tournament, the perfect time to discuss the playoff contenders. And as always, we have chosen the perfect time to record this podcast before we actually know who the playoff contenders are. Because the final playoff slot is still far from settled. By the time you listen to this episode, who knows? Punjab Kings might have settled the final playoff slot, or Vaibhav Suryavanshi might have scud missile Rajasthan into the last four, or KKR somehow just by hanging around and waiting like Ajinkya Rahane might just sneak in because nobody else wanted to take that slot. Who knows? By the time you listen to this podcast or by the time we put it out, RCB might have won their second consecutive IPL. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's look back at a wonderful couple of months of non-stop cricket. Here we are. I am Nitin Sundar and I'm joined by my friends PGK, cartographer, and Varun Murli. I must say that there are a lot of CSK fans on this panel. So if you've had enough of CSK memes already, this might be a little bit of a repeat for you. But well, let's see how it goes. How are you guys? What's going on with your IPL watching?
I was just actually thinking, what was the last episode that we recorded? It was like,
It was the IPL preview.
oh wow,
Episode 182.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
that's
right?
always-
It's like IPL matches. You forget the night after, right? So Bits and Pieces episodes are also like that. Nobody really remembers and nobody cares. So
sorry, I was saying if you're in, it's not the night after because the IPL match also goes late into the night. It's there are IPL games that are finishing at 1 in the morning. You're like, okay.
So tell us, guys, PGK, you've hitched your wagon to CSK since last year for reasons
course.
best known to you. Actually, best known to everybody because of grand homecoming or whatever that was. So tell us, how has your wonderful experience with this IPL been as a CSK fan?
I will just say that this year during the IPL, I did exactly what most, hardcore trolls do on Twitter. Pakistan cricket watchers, they do exactly the same thing, which is that I don't watch anything. I just see open cricket for at the end of the day. I see the score line, I see who has scored, and then I decide I will start reverse justifying everything, which is what I did this time. So I didn't watch much matches. I watched a bit here and there. It's been actually, you know what? I have a slightly different point of view. I feel like this year's IPL has actually been fairly good. Fairly good in the sense that, of course, it's been like a lot of sixes and all, but we still don't know who's in the playoffs. There haven't been any dead games. I think until like last week, everybody was in the race, right? Somewhere I saw day before yesterday that Delhi still has a chance. I mean, Delhi still has a chance. I thought Delhi was eliminated some 2 weeks back, but no. Apparently, if there are some 4 or 5 combinations that happen, if the sun rises from the west, some calculator says something. Apparently, Delhi can also qualify. I'm like, okay, good for you, bro.
3 weeks back, even Akshar Patel thought that they didn't have a chance. Yeah. So it's okay. Like even he said, like we are looking forward to next season. So
I want to point out the question you asked PGK was, how was your IPL as a CSK fan? He has answered
Oh, see.
everything but the as a CSK fan part of it.
This is pretty much the CSK blueprint
Yes.
as far as this year is concerned.
This is basically how Stephen Fleming also reacts to on-field interviews. Right? It's like, what is a good target on this pitch? Oh, 180 looks fine. Not target that your batsman can set. What is the target that people cannot hit? It's exactly that mold of answer. I think all CSK fans are smoking the same thing.
It's such a horrible team, man. I don't even know how anyone can support this team. I did it for the lulz. Okay, but then I found out, no, there are actual serious fans here.
No, but that's why they have the memes, right? They have to balance out. It's like they support by day and make memes by night. Actually, it's exactly Pakistan cricket also. It's the same ditto, same thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know Cartographer is gloating because Sunrisers have made the playoffs. So we'll
Yes.
come to Cartographer
Yes, we're in the
in a bit.
playoffs.
Before that, I want to get Varun Murli, who has been the while PGK has been supporting CSK for the memes. Varun Murli was the resident analyst, self-proclaimed expert on all matters cricket in our group, has been telling us that CSK has a very good squad and they're going to win this IPL or do very well. So Varun, please defend your thesis.
They, I have no thesis, da. I was just taking the piss out of Max, basically. That was the only agenda I had.
Varun Murli putting the anal in analyst.
Yeah, at least 50% of the people on this podcast were doing things just to piss Max off. So it's fine.
Hi, Max. We love you. Good morning when you wake up and listen to this.
Thing is, Varun Murli was taking the piss, from Max, but CSK themselves were taking the piss on Max. It's been 6 years since they chased anything over 180. Somehow they managed to chase that target once, I believe, this season when Urvil Patel went ballistic. But CSK were also in with the shot of making the playoffs, I think, up to a couple of days back, way after everyone had given up and written them off.
CSK also, like, if I recall correctly, they lost the first 3 games. Then they won like 6 out of 8 games. They had a wonderful schedule. They had like 2 matches against
Yeah.
Lucknow Super Giants, 2 matches against
Correct.
Mumbai Indians, 2 matches against Delhi Capitals. Like all the bottom place teams, they had like two matches against. And once again, they started like playing the stronger teams. They came apart. But they had a number of injuries also. Like I mean, I don't recall like an IPL team which has been hampered by like 6 to 7 like first team injuries. So after every game they are like losing one player. So I think it just took the toll on them towards the end, basically.
Sorry, I was
Go
only
on,
going
go
to say that for CSK, the only injury that they really badly wanted and they got was Dhoni. That also they got. So it's not even like, oh, everyone else got injured, but then Dhoni, they're like, thank God, okay, he's not playing.
I think by the end of the season, Dhoni and others were running out of ideas of what injury to put out now. It's like, I have thumb injury, hamstring injury, I have this, I have that.
There are only 206 bones in the human body. So how
Yeah.
can you keep breaking?
I
Everything
think
is
with
in only clavicle, external ear, only things like that are left. No, Vamu was saying he doesn't remember the last time a campaign was so decimated by injuries. I remember very vividly. It was CSK last year, basically, because
I think
they kept announcing after every game, oh, this player is injured. Gurjapneet Singh is injured. People are like, who the hell is Gurjapneet Singh? யாருப்பா அது? இங்க வாங்க. Their entire auction strategy for the last 3 years has been to not actually pick any players at the auction, but to wait till everything is over, wait for the tournament to start. A bit like us showing up for bits and pieces without any preparation. Only like everything is happening on the fly. During the tournament, suddenly they realize, oh shit, we don't have a team at all. Okay, let's start removing some of the dead wood, which is how they've got the core of their future squad. All the players that are going to lead CSK into the glorious future. Urvil Patel and Ayush Matre and Doyle Bruce and who else? Spencer Johnson, probably. Every single Jamie Overton. I think every single one of them, except maybe Overton, has come in as an injury replacement. And the worst thing you can say about CSK is that their 2026 campaign was at least 10 times better than their 2025 campaign. Which is which puts things in perspective because they had Vijay Shankar and Ravichandran Ashwin and of course MS Dhoni at number 9 in 2025. And this year is a marked improvement. At least they have a young team which could do something in the future.
I think
But
the
yeah,
best
enough
way-
about CSK unless unless Cartographer wants to.
I
shift
do.
somehow.
I think the best way to sum up CSK season in one line is to basically say first the insults came, then the injuries piled on. So that's all CSK season has been. But
Yeah.
anyway, why talk about
Huh.
teams that are not even going to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and hence we cannot talk about KKR yet. But the amazing thing is right at the top of the order, right? Like where you have RCB, Gujarat, and Sunrisers who have locked in the top 3 slots. All of them with 9 wins in 14 games, which by the way is a very, very like you should have had a great season to get 9
Yeah,
wins.
you
And usually
you
9
usually
wins,
qualify by this time.
Right.
Right.
and these 3 have qualified, but normally with 9 wins you
Okay.
are in the top 2, if not
Correct.
the very
Correct,
top
correct, correct.
position. So
Yes.
and Sunrisers are barely 0.2 runs of 0.25 runs behind RCB
Yeah.
in the net run rate calculator charts, and Gujarat are sandwiched between the two teams. And this despite Sunrisers batting the way they've been batting, which is everyone goes after the bowling quite aggressively. So yeah, at the top end also a very, very competitive tournament. And I know it's been a long time, but if we cast our mind back to the first half of this tournament, it was basically Punjab and Rajasthan running away from the rest of the order. Right? So all these teams, especially Gujarat and Sunrisers, have come from pretty sluggish starts.
I think,
And
I mean,
taken
if you're
off.
thinking about, I mean, we were talking about the tournament itself. If you're thinking about a turning point for the tournament, I mean, certainly it was a turning point for the Sunrisers season. I would say even for Rajasthan was that game where they got Vaibhav Suryavanshi first ball, the Praful Hinge, and that game where they basically got their entire top order out in the first 2 overs. And I think that was what it was the first game that Cummins was back. I think.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole thing turned around for Sunrisers after that, right? Because it beat RR
Wasn't that the
twice.
game where they were like some 8 for 5 or something? What was that?
Yeah. Entire
that
top
was the game.
order was back, and then Jadeja and who was that other guy? Like they basically struggled through for the rest of the innings. But yeah, I think that was kind of a turnaround both for SRH as well as for Rajasthan's season. And I mean, I'm biased, but I also think the tournament kind of turned around a little bit over there because things got a lot more competitive at that point. So
Yeah.
Before that, Sunrisers were playing like Harshal Patel, Jaydev Unadkat, like new ball bowling Harshal Patel and Jaydev
Oh my
Unadkat, like
God.
in the
Yeah.
in the IPL. Like what do you expect out of
Yeah,
that? Like
if you
even if you score like
compare
280, 300,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had lost 3 of their first 4 games. This game against RR was their 5th game, where they got those 2 young fast bowlers.
They were playing the Richie Street, Burma Bazaar, Palika Bazaar version of bowling attack. Harshal Patel, Jaydev Unadkat. It's like, we only have 200 rupees. Give us whatever you can for this budget. So thankfully, anyway.
Kart, I have a question for you, and it's a question about a very important player in the SRH team. Player's name is Kavya Maran.
Abdul Samad.
Okay.
Oh.
No, Kavya Maran. Okay. Why is Kavya Maran basically standing in the stands and making all these weird accusations? Please explain. Like she's accusing now Krunal Pandey of chucking, right? She's asking people around, is Krunal Pandey chucking? What else is Kavya doing? Kavya is getting really excited this time. She's getting more in your face.
Kavya is waiting for the umpires to do their fucking job, which is to call every time. Krunal Pandya is chucking from the top of UB City. It's so obvious. Like you can see the guy comes in, he pauses, and then he unleashes the ball. Okay, so Kavya is just doing something that nobody else in the IPL has the balls to do. Okay, so let's be very clear on this. All right. No, but
last time somebody chucked from the top of UB City was when Vijay Mallya was still in India, and he was chucking supermodels just for fun from the top tower of his big residence.
But just so since we're talking about Kavya and I want to talk also about the home atmosphere, right, for SRH.
Anirudh.
Like it's been fantastic. Like the
Oh,
home
okay.
support.
Even I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are thinking.
You've been to the stadium?
Yeah, I've been to the stadium. Not this year. I mean, I'm not there this year, but the home atmosphere has been amazing. They've dressed up the stadium so nicely. And then, like, even if you saw all those shots, right, of the night games, like with the sunset in the background and all of that, I think a lot of people were calling it the Adelaide Oval of India, because they have those.
Say all this card, Hank only told you, no?
Yeah, that's right. He's like watching and taking notes secretly.
Not watching,
anyways,
he built it. He's the one who dressed it up.
Yes, the man who built. Yeah, that's right.
Didn't the season start off with some copyright dispute over Anirudh songs between like CSK and SRH, like
Yeah.
about the rights
Yes,
to
yes.
play this music in SRH's stadium and all that?
Correct. And now the season is ending with a merger. Yeah. Merger and acquisition.
Please explain. I don't know the controversy. Explain, Nitin.
I think the controversy was that CSK wanted to use the whistle podu and all these like tunes from Anirudh, Anibro, right? And then
Whistle
I think
is not from Anibro, Daddy.
not whistle podu, but like they wanted to use a bunch of Anibro tunes. And I think there was Sun Network basically issued some sort of copyright DMCA type takedown saying you may not use these things. And of course, Sun Network is also the owners of SRH. And that created a whole mess. And then the whole election started, right? And then Thiru C. Joseph Vijay Orgal, Mudalamaichar, wanted to use the whistle theme. And again, that was also, I think, that got into trouble as well. So, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, you should stop calling him Ani Bro. You should just call him Ani Annan.
Ani brother-in-law.
Ani brother-in-law. What is all this? Bro, it seems. Okay.
Brother co-brother. Anirudh
co-brother.
I understood
We found
plenty
a
about
name
the
for
IPL.
him, no? Ravichandran Maran.
What?
Ravichandran.
What is this? I don't know this story.
Explain the joke, Babu. Anyway,
What is there to explain here? Nah, come on.
look at PGK. He's
SRH.
squinting into
I
the distance. He didn't
I
get it.
really don't know the joke.
There is this player, no? SRH has like Ravichandran,
Ravichandran Ashwin.
Maran Ravichandran.
Oh, Smaran. Right.
Smaran. Ravichandran
Uh,
Smaran.
So if
you just like
so, I mean,
Ravichandran
by
Maran.
who? Yeah, we
Oh,
never know.
that.
Next year you might have a coalition of sorts where the two members of the Mylapore derby, the two rivals, which is Sunrisers and CSK, might just combine, which will put Pat Cummins and MS Dhoni, one man's brains and the other man's knees in one squad. But it would also mean, of course, that the only way this can happen is if Anibro and Kavya Maran and the rumors that we have been hearing
Yes.
turn out to be true, right? So,
Correct.
yeah. So
Hey,
that's
Ravichandran
what
Maran
this is
might
all
be a
about.
reality in 9 months. So hold your horses.
But I will say, Kart, that this thing is true, which is that you said about the atmosphere. I think that whenever I watch the APL, I can always tell when it is a SRH game, right? You can tell it's fully orange. There's no doubt in your fact, this is a home game. Like even if you're casually watching, you know
Hey.
that is it.
At least
So
for
that's true.
SRH game, you have to watch to know that it is happening there. RCB game, you don't have to watch also. You can just listen. You can put your head out of your house and you know.
Because the DJ
you
is
just
there. The
need
DJ
your ears.
is going. DJ will tell you.
RCB
Okay.
game can break out in bathroom only. RCB. RCB. That's it. That's all.
Exactly. I don't need to watch anything. I'm like, oh, DJ has come. It's fine. It's RCB.
So the last league game for Sunrisers and RCB, I think, happened on Friday evening. Right, that was a very important game for Sunrisers because they were actually going for the net run rate boost that would get them into
Correct.
the top two, and they did their best. They scored 240, 250 something.
255.
Or as
And,
that match is famously called Handshake Derby.
Yeah, correct. Handshake
that's
derby.
handshake
This is the
derby,
game where
yeah.
Virat Kohli refused to
handshake
shake
derby.
Travis Head's hand. Imagine.
By the way,
yeah.
What was that? I really didn't understand because I saw it.
Let's actually talk about
It is.
Yeah.
I think we have to just.
PGK, what does Reddit have to say? Because nobody seems to know like what caused the tiff basically.
No. Reddit is not the place to go to because Reddit is also filled with Kohli fans who have their own conspiracy theories that Head said this. Someone said Head said something about Anushka. I was like, it's all nonsense. Chumma, you're writing whatever you feel, like, as if you are sitting there in the middle. No, I think the thing is we have to just accept and acknowledge that there is a side of Kohli which is this really, really petulant side of him, which I think in general, even when we talk about Kohli, we don't really talk, we just like forget about this a lot. And this has been happening again and again. So if you remember the very famous yelling at the stumps in South Africa. Okay, this one not shaking hands with this fellow. There's something else that he did, no?
Oh,
like another
dude,
in
there's
IPL.
plenty.
There's plenty. Yeah, in IPL, I'm saying recently, 2-3 years
He's
back,
almost
again he
beaten
did
up
some
Gautam
nonsense.
Gambhir 2 times.
I mean, fine, Gautam Gambhir, I
That
guess,
I think
okay.
he
He deserves it. That's all right. That's fine. I'm not going to points to Kohli for that. No, there was something else. He got into a fight with some kid, some young
No, he
player.
got into a fight with Shreyas Iyer also, right? Like last season or the season before
Shreyas
that.
Iyer,
And
correct. Exactly. Yeah, so a bunch of these random petulant behaviors. Then he goes on podcasts. Then he goes to like Maharishi, this thing you're sitting and he's doing some, this thing over there. Okay. And I'm like,
I don't think this is a Kohli problem. I think this is an us problem. This is like the guy going and eating, a chola bhatura in some fancy 5-star hotel and then saying, "Oh, I sat in the bathroom all night next night." It's the same thing. Like, Kohli has, RCB. Kohli has not changed. Kohli has always been who he is. We have imputed all these other things on him. Oh, he's become a statesman. He's emigrated to the UK now. Now he's an elder statesman. He's nothing. He's just Kohli. That's it.
No.
But
I disagree with
why
this.
do you eat chola bhature and then
second.
go and sit in the bathroom? I didn't understand. What is the connection? Bad quality ingredients are.
No, meaning that chola bhatura, wherever you eat it, whether you eat it in the roadside stall or you eat it in the 5-star, sometimes you will go sit in the bathroom. So,
like that. Okay.
By the way, I'll say two things. If you had to get an example, you should have said chole kulche because that again would have been a Kohli thing.
Yes,
but anyway, no. But the second thing is that I actually don't agree with you. I don't think we are imputing anything on him. If you go and listen to Kohli talking now, no. He went and spoke on this, some RCB podcast, some last week and all. What all is he saying? He's like, oh, no. I am like only for the love for the game. I am batting. I am this, I am that. My vision, my this thing, my feeling, my this, all of that he's saying. So if he is saying, I have transcended, I am at peace, I don't have anything to prove and all, Then you're not going and shaking Travis Head's hand. Then you're like, dude, what have you transcended? What have
TGK,
you
can I-
Travis
transcended?
Head is
You tell
not
me.
even.
Can I,
He's
can I
actually a
say
nice
something?
guy. Travis Head is not like,
Yeah,
if you don't shake Digvesh Rathi's hand, for instance, I'm okay. I
totally
understand
get
that,
it.
right? Nobody
Travis
wants
Head,
to.
that's okay.
Right? But, yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
But
I think it was the first game in the tournament where Travis had actually came out to field also. I think he has been
Yeah,
impact sub in
I know.
every
yeah,
other
Really?
game. First game he comes out to field and he's like, they, I may have as well sat in the dugout like this is
I came for selfie with Kohli, shake hand only. That also I did not get.
But this is
But
very
yeah,
interesting. PGK is listening to RCB podcast and all. What all rabbit holes have you gone down? RCB, I don't even watch the match fully. I only watch the memes that come out about RCB. You're listening to podcast and all. Oh my God.
No. This was the one where he was basically like, oh, I'll play in 2027 or so. That's why I had to watch it. So I was like, are you going to play 2027 ODS? So that I watched.
Yes, I'm sure he was very truthful with Mr. Nugs.
This wasn't Nugs. This was Mayanti. Mayanti Langar.
Oh,
no?
I see.
that
That
changes
Wow.
everything.
That somehow makes it even better.
Yeah. No, but see, the reason we are analyzing Kohli and his behavior is because he is Kohli and not Digvesh Rathi. Because what is Kohli? Is Digvesh Rathi with the performances, right? For 15 years, he's been scoring runs, mountains of runs in international cricket. So we will go to great lengths to try and justify, whatever dirty stuff that he does. Because
You're,
we also
you're,
have
you're going to
I-
you're going to block my face out, right, in the post edit, because Kohli fans, I don't want to, like, they're going to come full
Amanda.
force. PGK can take it.
Yeah. No, I block my face also. I live in Bangalore, so you have to definitely block.
And
my
you're a
face.
self-professed Ashwin fan also. So you're double attack.
Definitely block my face.
Guys, I know there have been so many memes about CSK, but we need to spend like some time talking about like the actual meme side in this tournament, which is Lucknow Super Giants. Like this has been like a remarkable season by any standard. This has been like such a fuck all season that even their owner has stopped showing up at
Yeah.
the matches now. Like
Yeah.
remarkable.
Has
Damage
he?
control.
No. Has he?
No,
Has he
I
stopped?
last-
I thought he's there.
At least last 2-3 matches I haven't like seen, or at least there would be some video of him like praying to God, like seeing chatting with
No,
Vaibhav
praying to God and all
Suryavanshi.
is over. He was talking to Vaibhav.
That is
Wasn't
the
that one
last
of the
time I
recent
saw
games?
Suryavanshi
Exactly.
came and tried to pull his leg and all. Yeah.
Correct. But wasn't that 2 games ago or something? No. I don't know.
Yesterday they had their last home game. I don't think he turned up basically. Neither did the
No, let's
Lucknow
talk
team.
about
But
Rishabh
that's
Pant, boss. Let's talk about
Hmm.
Rishabh Pant's captaincy and also
Yeah,
his
Rishabh Pant, man.
pressers. That amazing conversation he had with Ian Bishop, which will go down in history. It's like same conversation that Donald Trump is having with the, the Iranian Khamenei. One fellow saying something, other fellow saying something else completely. Yeah, what's happening with Rishabh Pant, Varun Murli? Please tell us. You've been an outspoken critic.
he is just lost it. No, he's like, I think midway through the tournament he came and said like there are too many decision makers in the side. With Ian Bishop, he used the F word. I think Ian Bishop has left India after that, basically. Like yesterday, before the match, he says, "We are sorry for our performance today." Basically.
Before the matches. Yeah,
So,
and he had some
I mean,
issues with Aiden Markram, who I think is not playing anymore, right? He didn't play the last game. He sent Nicholas Puran out of form. Nicholas Puran to play the super over, and I think he got out promptly second ball. Who has a history of playing out maidens against Sunil Narayan in the super over, that too. And there were other players who were in good hitting form and all of that. And I think there have been more decisions, right? Apparently, he was very stubborn that Ayush Badoni should open the innings and things like that.
final nail in the coffin, he
Oh.
dropped the catch of Arjun Tendulkar's bowling.
Yeah, okay.
You can see it on Pant's face, right? At that last, so there were 2 interviews with Bishop, right? Ian Bishop. There was the one during the toss when he wasn't even listening to what Bishop was asking him. And then there was the post-match one where Pant basically just had his own energy. I think the guy is completely mindfucked. I think Goenka sir has gotten in and done his finest piece of work, and like Rishabh Pant, I think needs to take one deep retreat somewhere for a year, forget about everything, cricket, accident, whatever it is, Goenka most importantly, because like you could see it on his face. He's just given up. He doesn't care anymore at this point. He's just.
So, Lucknow, I've noticed this is weird thing where anyone who's in the team, for some reason, just because they're in Lucknow during the IPL, I just detest them. I detest them. I just
There is
God,
the exception to the
losers.
rule is Justin Langer, who you detest even outside of.
Correct. Justin
That's
Langer is
true.
uniform.
Okay. That's true. He's uniform. But the minute it is over, then I
Yeah, they
start to
become.
feel like, oh, now I'm rooting for them. I don't know why. During this entire tournament now, I was watching Rishabh Pant and ha ha ha. I hope you fail. I hope you fail today also. But now at the end of it, I'm like, oh no, Pavam, poor fellow. Hope he comes back in India. I think it is this Goenka energy that whatever you dislike in Goenka, you just like transmits to the entire team.
Are you
So
saying
weird.
Digvesh Rathi is actually a very lovable guy and we'll all fall in love with him? We have only seen him as a Lucknow Super Giants player. Who knows?
Yeah, there are so many unlikable people in there who affect the likable people.
Yeah.
Except for Mohammad Shami. I think I quite like him wherever he is.
Fair. Mohammad Shami is the exception. That's true.
No, but see, I would say we all, so obviously we are well known for the bits and pieces jinx. I think the longest running bits and pieces jinxes are the ones that we put in our very first 2 or 3 episodes. If you remember, the key protagonist in our first couple of episodes, I think PGK, you were there. If I remember right,
Yeah.
Kart, you were also in one of those episodes. KL Rahul had just scored that century in South Africa in that first test which India had won. We spoke
Correct.
about him. Shardul Thakur could do no wrong. We spoke about him. Then Rishabh Pant scored a century in that second test match which India lost, right? The one where I think Kohli yelled at the mic or whatever. Right.
Correct.
And then we said, oh, Pant is showing great leadership skills. He's going to make a great captain for India in the future. So these 3 players, if you follow their trajectories, right, like they went through absolute shit and some of them are in the complete doldrums, right? Shardul Thakur got dropped by CSK. Like, who does that ever happen to? Imagine. And Rishabh Pant, it is also a very specific targeted jinx because we didn't just ruin Rishabh Pant. We ruined Rishabh Pant as a captain.
Yeah. Everyone is
because
injured
if you
in
look
CSK.
at the way he plays in the Indian test team, he's playing very well. Right? No problem.
Exactly.
There. He had a great series in England and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm listening to Nitin saying all of this. None of this stuff is actually registered in my head. Forget about the podcast episodes. I don't even remember the 2 test matches he's referring to at this point, right? It's like that meme of the office meme where that guy is shaking hands with the guy. Nitin is making him an entire theory. I'm just nodding my head. I'm like, yeah, we said all that. Wow. We were so funny back then. Wow.
No, I remember the 2 test matches.
Hey,
I
whole country against Broadcasting Corporation, whatever.
Yeah,
this is that series, right?
Yes.
A super sports series. Correct.
Super sports.
I would like to challenge I'd like to challenge the notion that like Pant has generally been good for India in the last 12-15 months because I mean
test matches.
We
because that's all he plays now.
We all followed Australia. I think he had like one good innings, that Sydney game. Otherwise, he was quite average in those 5 test matches. When he had a good 3 test matches in England, but in England, like everybody scored runs except for Karun Nair, basically. So, I mean, both from the England side and the Indian side, like everybody scored runs but for Karun Nair. So, I mean, just like take out that England side, even the 2 test matches against South Africa, which we played at home, and these are the kind of tests where like Pant like just bails us out like anything. He was a cropper basically. Simon Armour literally, I mean, had him on a string. Is like really struggled against spin bowling in test matches, which I've never seen Pant like struggle before basically. So I think
actually Pant is the man who started the slide, no? He hit that big 6 in Bangalore against New Zealand.
Correct.
The ball had to be replaced. And then India lost. From that time, they've lost every home test match they've played. So, yeah. So it is Pant only. Good luck to Lucknow Super Giants. I think this could be another interesting coalition if Lucknow Super Giants and CSK join forces.
CSK are such a shit team. If somebody wants them to join in coalition, that also they can't do. They'll say, we'll give outside support. That's what CSK will do.
No, I understood something about CSK when I was outside of CSK's campaign, right? I understood something about CSK when I was watching Sunrisers. Actually, I didn't watch the match, but I saw the scorecard. When Sunrisers were playing RCB in their last league game on Friday. This was the game that Sunrisers had to win well in order to sneak into the top 2, and they scored some 240 or something, right? And RCB start chasing. Suddenly, it looks like RCB might lose the game and go out of the top 2. Then Patidar comes in, and I think Krunal Pandya comes in, and they just play for the net run rate to make sure they get how many runs they require to ensure they're in the top 2. And unfortunately, because that Sunrisers misses out. Now, when Patidar and Krunal or whoever were batting slowly, that is exactly how CSK plays all their games, right? They're not actually playing to win any game. I think someone told CSK that in order to be in the top 2 of the fair play table, there is a minimum net run rate that you require. And I think they were only targeting that beyond a point. They were just going for, the basic net run rate that will ensure they win the fair play award. And I think that, on that front, they've succeeded. We're all thinking, Test cricket is dying, IPL is taking over the window, but the greatest Test innings in the last 6 months has been played by Ruturaj Gaikwad in one of those games, right, where he scored what,
Oh
17
my
of
God.
27
Yeah.
balls.
The one with 14 singles or something. What the fuck?
He's still looking to take singles. It's like, is anybody who becomes a CSK captain starts playing like this or what? Like, what is the funda? I don't understand. Right? It's a poison chalice. Yeah.
Okay, we have covered
Charlie's also he didn't
CSK.
make. He made 14, not 40.
Nice, well done.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have covered LSG, we have covered CSK. I think we have to come to Mumbai. Okay, let's have
Yes,
fun. If you're on
absolutely,
a roll,
please.
let's go on a roll now. Okay, let's get to Mumbai.
So my funda is this, right? This entire IPL season is a thought
Huh.
experiment. I alluded to some of this on our group. So, but I've expanded on this thought now. The thing is, the organizers obviously want to make the IPL a year-long event, possibly by replacing everything to do with cricket, right? So people said, hey, what about the other leagues that are happening? What they will all die out if you just keep playing IPL. How will you hold, like, the Big Bash? How will you hold, whatever, Georgie Pie Super Smash or ILT20? Other people said, hey, what about Test cricket? What happens to Test cricket if? So these guys have come and said, okay, this year, we will see how this model works if we can bring everyone into our fold, right? Without officially actually announcing that we are bringing in all the other leagues or bringing Test cricket into IPL. What if we had one team that is actually going to play Test cricket, right? That, of course, is CSK. What if we bring like an ILT20 level squad where everything is kind of broken, the players are not making sense? Technically, that is also CSK. Then they said, okay, what if we actually bring an all-star T20 team, which has all the best players in the country, best players in the world. You put them all together, but you create as much rampant discord as possible, make them operate as a disjointed team. That is Mumbai Indians, right? So if you look at it, every single type of team prototype actually exists in this IPL. You have the actual hitters, teams that are going bonkers right from the top. You have Rajasthan and Punjab playing T20 the way it should be played and all of that, right? So I think that is where Mumbai Indian fits in. They were actually playing a part of this thought experiment. Yeah, that's where it comes in.
I really like this, Nitu. It's because now everything makes sense. Like you said, no, like what if we had this one team that could play T20? That is this team. What is this one team that could play like all-time star? That is like Mumbai Indians. Test
Correct.
team is this thing.
Actually, test team would be KKR if you think about it, right?
Test team would be
We knew
KKR.
15 years back that Ajinkya Rahane is a misfit in T20, right? T20 has evolved 3 times over after Ajinkya Rahane showed that he was playing an outdated form of cricket. KKR said, bring him and make him the captain now and make him open the innings. Let him eat up one slot. Make sure that, better players don't play. Let him. And KKR is still in with a playoff chance, right? So actually, that experiment is a roaring success. If you look at it, these teams that have been playing extremely strange cricket are still in with a shot of making the playoffs. So I think in a way, it's a bad sign, unless you're a big IPL fan, because this just means that you're going to get all these prototypes now into IPL. Yeah.
So if you say that, oh, what if we have this one team that can write NEET exam? That is Rajasthan. No, that's really what it is. You have all of these people, 15-year-olds, come. All these school children, come play. Okay, let's go back to Mumbai.
Yeah.
What is this? What's
Tell
your
us,
theory?
Varun Murali. See, my theory is simple. I have a simple theory, right? And I'll stick to the same thing. Everybody who does well in Indian cricket wants to become the Indian cricket captain. Most of them are not fit enough to be captains, but they harbor this captaincy ambition and will go to great lengths to become captains. And I think that is what holds back Rishabh Pant and the teams he leads. That is what holds back Hardik Pandya and the teams he leads. They are actually very fine cricketers and actually perform fairly well as good players when they are not saddled with the leadership responsibility. I think that explains a lot. And then there are some people who are natural leaders who actually do well. Like I think Shreyas Iyer, for instance, shows that he can lead from the background. He's not there for the spotlight or whatever. Right? He just knows how to do the job and go on. KL Rahul, another example. I think KL Rahul is one of those guys who realized that, hey, this is not for me. I'm not cut out for this. Please let me out. And that is why his soul has been kind of revived and he's come back as a player. But these other guys have not yet realized it and they will learn it the hard way. That is my theory. And that's why Mumbai is held back.
No, it's
Three
true.
tournaments.
Pandya
I don't
did
think
so well with Gujarat, no? When he was captaining the side. Like 1 year they entered the final, next year, like first year they won the tournament. I think he was MVP also, and next year they entered the final. This is all like
Sure.
Mumbai jinxed, Mumbai.
No.
Like
I'm
Hardik was
not saying he's
excellent.
okay. Let me rephrase. I'm not saying he's a bad captain, but I think he has an ego that comes in the way when there are other people who potentially might be threatening that leadership position of his, which I don't think was the case in Gujarat Titans for a couple of years, right? Yeah. And then having to come back to Mumbai and say, hey, it's not enough for me that I'm now captain of Gujarat and I won the IPL almost 2 times. Let me go back to Mumbai, which is the biggest franchise, and now I want to boss over, all these other guys who are potential captains. were also equally idiots. I think Bumrah, for instance, is another example. He said a lot of weird things about captaincy and leadership and how he feels that, he's been hard done by. I don't think he'll make a great captain. Yeah, but unfortunately, there are so many captaincy roles in the IPL that some of these people will get them and their teams will suffer as a result.
Wasn't this the IPL where if you actually looked at all the or most of the captains, none of them are in the national team? Like there was, I think the exception was like Hardik. Remember in the beginning? I think did we discuss this in the previous pod? I think we did, where we basically said Ruturaj Gaikwad, captain of CSK, not an Indian team.
Rajat
I mean,
Patidar.
Rajat Patidar. Okay, Ajinkya Rahane. Ha. Okay,
Shreyas Iyer.
Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer.
Correct. Rishabh
Yeah,
Pant
you can
also
keep
is not in the
Rishabh
T20
Pant
squad.
also.
Yeah.
Riyan
Riyan
Parag, or
Parag.
who's in RR?
Riyan Parag.
Riyan Parag.
Oh
Okay,
my
sure.
God.
This is where we are. Okay.
Yeah, true. Pat Cummins. He's also not in the Indian team. Yeah.
But what is the theory of what happened in Mumbai? I mean, you're talking about captaincy, but if you looked at the squad before the tournament, I mean, everybody put them as like favorites. And they're like, oh my God, great team, amazing. I feel like it's like exactly what happened to them. The same thing happened last year where people were like, oh my God, what a team, so powerful, so strong. Something
Yeah,
is
no,
off.
there's
I
no.
don't think it's about just the captaincy thing.
I mean, there's no theory, right? It's just nobody likes Hardik's captaincy. That's it. And it's like the problem is that everybody else thinks they can do better. And in fact, there are some people in the team who have done better than Hardik at the captaincy of that side. So it becomes one of those things where Hardik is always insecure about it and watching, his back. And then fans get into it, ownership gets into it. That's exactly what happened this season. It's like once you
I
kind
feel
of
like,
I don't think it's a
yeah,
captaincy issue. Like Hardik was
yeah.
brought back because they had a couple of really poor seasons in the IPL, right? I mean, it's more a lineup issue. Like they have opener Rohit Sharma, whose last good IPL season was 10 seasons ago, and he misses like three,
Correct.
4 matches every season because, I mean, we were talking about new injuries being framed for Dhoni. Rohit Sharma has not been like too different with the Mumbai Indians, right? Every season he is like 3, 4 matches he is out for hamstring, calf,
Ozempic overdose.
God knows what. Then they have like Surya Kumar Yadav coming in at number 3. I mean, God knows when he played a last inning, when he last played an innings of any substance. Then they have Tilak
Against
Verma.
Papua New Guinea
Yeah,
in the World Cup, Daddy. What?
yeah, against Saurabh Netravalkar basically. So then they have like Tilak Verma, who in like last time he scored runs of spin is God knows when. Like he's literally dropped from the World Cup team also midway because they had to accommodate
Not
Sanju
I
when they
played.
played him as a finisher and all that. So it's more a lineup issue. They've got like a bunch of players who are past their prime possibly
Yeah,
and
Trent
whom
Bolt.
they have not like moved on from. Yeah, Trent Bolt is another great example there. So, and look at the other bowlers they have brought in, like Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar, all these guys. I mean, it's almost as if Mumbai has been like on the quest to, like they've looked at,
CSK
they
pipeline.
have hired a McKinsey BCG types on how to win the IPL. They have like done a relative analysis with CSK on how to win the IPL. They've like all the experienced players who are past the hill, put them together, and that's how you win the IPL. It's just that it's not like work for
That's
Mumbai
true.
Indians, basically.
I agree with everything you said except the McKinsey types. What they've done is put a prompt in ChatGPT. That's what they've done. And they've assembled a side with that. You're absolutely right, Vamu. This is the side that will beat everyone in the IPL this year.
Yeah,
No, I
between
think
CSK
also
and
the
MI, they've proved if you're a shit team, you will lose, whether it is experienced or inexperienced, because they've covered both ends of the spectrum.
I agree on the past the prime. I also think what's happened is unfortunately, actually, they've got all the other players that they have are all going through a bad patch for whatever reason. Like well, Sky is going through not a great
Hey,
time.
patches
Tilak
end in
sort of
like
like
2 months, 3 months, rah.
that's
Sky's
true.
patch
Okay,
has been going
Tilak
on for
has
like
just fallen off. I don't know what happened. Tilak has fallen. He was already slightly shaky during the World Cup, but I think after that he's fallen off. Bumrah today, I don't know if you saw Jayawardene basically said this press conference interview. He mentioned that Bumrah was actually had a niggle that he played through the T20 World Cup, which is news now. First time I'm finding out. Apparently, Bumrah had a niggle that he played through the T20 World Cup. With that niggle, he played like how he played in the World Cup. And then they said, oh, he had that niggle. That's why we gave him some rest. That's why when he came back, also first 4-5 games, we told him to take it easy, which is why his speed was low in the first 4-5 games. And now he's slowly starting to, after Mumbai is eliminated, now he's back in like, oh, now I'm injury free. So it's all weird things are happening over there.
By the way, Tilak has not been too bad, no? I mean, whenever he's got a start, he's scored a big one. And I think he's won them a couple of games by himself. Like, what more can you ask for in a T20 batsman? That totally.
Maybe I'm just
They,
biased because I don't like.
every match he starts like 40 of 38 balls. He bats like the old Virat Kohli,
They only
basically.
3 matches he
Last,
got past 40. In fact, only 2 matches.
Correct. Correct.
Every match is at 40 of them. He has got out for 5, 7, 11,
But
everything.
you said he won them a few matches. They have won also only 2 or 3 matches. Does
That also
Correct.
he only won for them.
Correct.
Actually, he's there, Sanju Samson. Sanju has had exactly the same kind of season. People are like,
And after he wins those matches, he goes to the airport and Arshdeep calls him racist stuff. Okay, which comes on video. This is where it has reached for Mumbai Indians.
yeah.
Okay, so we have covered Mumbai. Who's next? Delhi, I guess. I don't know what to say about Delhi. What is there to say
Sure,
about
why
Delhi?
not?
Okay,
Akshar Patel.
sure, why not?
Tera Khopri mein
Akshar
the.
Patel.
I don't know. Anyone has
Does
any
anyone
inputs
have an
on Delhi?
opinion on Akshar Patel's captains at all? Shortest.
Akshar Patel is
description.
actually the anti-example. He doesn't, I'm sure he also doesn't want to be captain and all. The thing is, they picked like KL Rahul, and KL Rahul has also said, "Nahi, mujhse nahi ho payega." They have to get someone, some Indian face that they can put there, and they picked Akshar Patel. I only remember one match from Delhi's campaign, which is where they scored 260 and lost against Punjab, right? When KL Rahul scored 160. PGK is looking
Yes.
very confused. I'm not making
No,
this
no,
up.
no, no.
This
I'm
really
looking
happened.
at
It's been a
the
while.
scorecard. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Sorry.
I only remember
That's my
that match.
scorecard
and
face. Okay, what's going on? Sorry.
so
I think at the end of that match, they gave up. Until then, they actually looked like contenders. Yeah.
Delhi Capitals campaign has been like, has reminded me of like a couple of Punjab Kings campaign back in the day when R. Ashwin was captain.
That's because the jersey.
Basically.
He's wearing the same jersey.
Random decision making. Like you remember randomly, like
Correct,
Ashwin would
yeah.
come out and bat at number 3 for Punjab and like get out first ball and stuff like
Once
that.
again.
Same
Once
thing.
again. That was not
Say,
Punjab. He has never done that for Punjab. Let us clear the record on these things. Okay, he's never
Hey,
done that
he
for
came
Punjab.
at one drop for Punjab. I remember this.
That was RR. He was not, and that was not his
No,
decision.
da.
And he has said
he did that
he has
for
said
Punjab
in,
also.
okay. He has said in interviews that his 3 years at RR were the most fun that he has ever had. And I think
The
they used
question
it
is for
very well.
whom?
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, now if I jog my memory, Delhi had a very
Yes.
interesting start to their campaign. No, there was that game where David Miller refused to take a single, which
Yeah.
they then ended
Oh,
up losing.
yes. We totally forgot about that game. That's like, this is what happens
Kuldeep
with the IPL.
Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav. Oh my God. Imagine it is the last ball of the match. You need one run to win the match or tie the match or whatever. And that fellow gets run out. Imagine how
Oh, yeah.
idiotic you must be to not actually take a start, or how unfit you
It
must be
was
to not lead.
2 of 2. That's how it was. It was 2 of 2,
was
and
2
that's
of
when
2.
it was 2 of 2.
And
He
he
turned
didn't
down
take
the
the
single.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then last ball was the run out. And then the next match he wins for them, because Miller actually comes in and smashes the last over. Some Pappu bowler ended up bowling. I think Romario Shepherd or one of those guys was bowling, and he absolutely demolished them and won that game. So they had a very interesting start to their campaign, and they had a squad that looked good. I think that game against Punjab, where they lost, was pretty much the turning point. After that, I think it was turning point for both the teams, because Punjab also said, okay, we have reached the absolute zenith now. Let us chill for 1.5 months. And they lost their next 6 games, nearly lost their route to the playoffs. Yeah. Any other
Fair.
thoughts on
I
Delhi,
think
guys?
I think it was after that, or if I recall correctly, after David Miller won them that game against RCB, it was where he scored some 17, 18 runs in that last over. I think Delhi went and dropped him the next game, if I recall correctly. And then they brought in, so they made some such galaxy brain moves, playing Karun Nair at number 5 and stuff like that. So it's been like they are a very weird franchise, right? I mean, like 2 years
Yeah.
it's run by the GMR group, 2 years it's run by JSW. So
JSW.
whenever JSW comes around, you can see Ganguly back in the coaching staff. Whenever GMR is running the Rocks, you will see Venugopala Rao back in the coaching staff. So that's like the levels
What the fuck?
they go to
That's
basically.
interesting.
So people criticize Punjab a lot for having never won the
Yeah,
IPL.
yeah.
Delhi is one franchise that kind of
Yeah.
goes under the radar a bit, right? I mean, they've been like
Yeah.
fairly shit in the
They
IPL
only
all
made
along.
one final, if I'm right? And
Yeah,
they've played the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
thing. They've only made it to the final once. They've had some very shit LSG type seasons also in the 2010, 2011 era. They were so bad.
Yeah.
At least Punjab have made finals multiple times, right? And
Yeah.
come close to it. Even RCB has won the IPL. But
Delhi did a
Delhi.
bit of a soft reboot in like 2020, I think, which was a pretty decent
Correct. They
team.
changed the jersey. Yeah.
They also, okay. They had
What is it they
Pant,
did?
they had Shreyas. They also had Ashwin, if I remember correctly. I think there was that time where they had all of these young players, Alna and Ashwin there. I think that was a good
But
team.
no.
Okay, it was a good team. No, dude, I'm
Dude, they
serious. It
had
was a
a
really good team. They did
2011,
really well.
2012, they had like killer team, man. David Warner, Jayawardene, Peterson and all used to play for them. Now I've completely thrown a spanner in your works by giving you random facts from the past.
They
AB de Villiers used to play for them. Yeah.
fucker, that was the year they reached the final. 2020, they reached the final. They were in the final.
Correct.
Delhi.
That was the one
only time they
final
were
I
in the final.
counted.
Correct.
That's
And
only I
that is
said.
the one squad that even I said was the only time they had a pretty decent squad.
The only other time they were decent was when they got destroyed in the semis by Adam Gilchrist, unfortunately. They had actually topped the table or something, and then Gilchrist
Yeah.
came and killed them. After that, only playoffs were introduced. So they've
Correct.
been at the bad end of rules, unfortunately. Yeah.
Wow. At that time, their opener was Marcus Stoinis. Sure. I'm just going to read out the squad from then, okay? Just so that we know. Stoinis, Dhawan, Rahane, wow. Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant, Hetmeyer, Akshar, Rabada. Okay, you know what? Maybe it wasn't such a great squad. Okay. Ravichandran Ashwin, Andrik Norche, and Praveen Dubey. Who the hell is Praveen Dubey? Okay, anyway, so this was their squad. Sure. Maybe
No,
it
so
wasn't that
how
great.
bad was Delhi Capitals campaign and how unmemorable? So unmemorable that we are looking at their squads from 2020 and
26 years
2012
ago.
because
And we're
those
not even
were the glory days.
nostalgically. We're looking back and thinking, this is also not that great. I mean, I thought it
let
was
us at
good.
least analyze this. Maybe this is worth analyzing. No, it is not. Spoiler alert.
Oh, fine. Okay, we got to move to KKR.
Time to come to like KKR. Okay, sure. What do you have to say about KKR?
I only have one question about KKR, which is, where is Shah Rukh Khan? I have not seen Shah Rukh Khan anywhere. He's like, fuck you guys. I'm not even coming to the stadium. I don't know why.
No, he came one
Every-
match when you remember like one match where Manish Pandey scored 45 from 40 balls to win them the match. Like Shah Rukh Khan was there during that game. Like there was like pictures of him hugging Manish Pandey like anything and stuff like that. So yeah, he
Like
was
anything.
around basically.
Basically, he's always been there. Only when they win, you see him because otherwise he goes away. The one game they won, you saw him there. That's all. What do you say about KKR, man? I don't know what to say about. Look at Ajinkya Rahane. Is there one thing he does right in a T20 setup? There is nothing he does right. His captaincy is shit. His batting is shit. His decisions are shit. The batting position he chooses for himself is shit. He and that other Raghuvanshi are just batting forever. Like there is like, till the cows come home, they're eating up balls. They have good hitters before and after, but no, these guys will stand there and eat up time. And I don't know what to say. about
And yet
KKR.
they are still in the running. They still can make
Exactly.
it to the playoffs.
Can we get a team that does everything wrong with a bad captain who is a misfit for this format? Let's see how he will fare against IPL teams. There you go. He doesn't fare too bad.
Yeah, that's true.
All part
I
of
think
the
their
thought
most
experiment.
impactful player has been Sunil Narine, which is like, how many years, dude? How long is this going? I don't get it.
Sunil Narine is arguably the greatest IPL player of all time.
There's no
He has
argument.
won
I
the
think he is
MVP twice
Hard to
and
disagree.
batting, bowling, everything. Not fielding or smiling, but batting and bowling for sure. Yeah, impact across seasons. Too good. Even when they won the IPL, when they won, right, some time back. Last year? No, 2 years back.
No.
He was
2 years back.
23 or
Gautam
22.
Gambhir.
He was their MVP that year also, if I remember it. Not as in he was their MVP. I don't know if he was the MVP.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine they let Andre Russell go and they kept Sunil Narine when they had to choose between the two. It was probably the right decision.
Probably was, right?
Okay,
Because,
KKR, another example of a team that is so shit we are talking about their glory days. Okay.
They also have Cam Green, who's another. Literally, somebody said Scam Green, and I'm like, that is absolutely the right description.
No, but
Varun
he
Murali, this
is
is
a
where you should
scam.
come in.
No, but this is a feature of. Have you guys noticed? This is an IPL feature. Every season, there has to be some Australian who is basically just coming, picking up a big paycheck, not doing fuck all, and then going
Correct.
back. Like it used to be. I think we should call it the honorary
Mitchell Stark.
Glenn Maxwell. Huh?
Glenn
Glenn
Maxwell,
Maxwell and
Mitchell
Mitchell
Starc.
Stark were the
Mitch Stark.
No, now
And
it is
then-
different. No, now the Australian Cricket Board doesn't even allow them to come. They say, oh, he needs to get an X-ray, so he's flying all the way back to Brisbane from Bangalore. I'm
Yeah,
like, boss,
explain this, Kart.
go
What
to
you don't
Jyoti
have an
Labs and
X-ray
take-
machine?
yeah, Bisu, you will get a team discount. Please go there.
Correct.
Why are you going for
Correct.
X-ray all the way?
Correct.
And the Sarkle, they'll keep them back for like 2 months, send them back for 3 games. No, but
Yeah.
it's okay. See, all teams get scammed by the Australian Cricket Board. This has been happening forever. It's not new, right? Mitchell Stark, I think, played multiple seasons. Across those seasons, he had played 4 games or something. Glenn Maxwell, like you said, there are plenty of examples. But CSK is that one special team which has got scammed by the English county cricket, man. Like that I can't understand. And that too not for some great player like Jamie Overton. Nobody knows that fellow still exists. Only CSK somehow has, Pudusa, they've given him one Barbu and made a star out of him. Entire squad is so shit. The fans are all baying for his blood. They're like, Jamie Overton, CSK blood. That fellow said he's injured, went back and he's playing county championship.
Hey, Duffer, that is not Jamie Overton, da. That is his brother
Brother
da,
Overton.
who was playing county cricket.
Oh, Mati Dagla. Oh,
Hey,
what is his
that
name?
is not
Please
Jamie
also-
Overton.
Hey, someone said it is
Jamie
Football League.
Overton is-
Who was it?
Oh, this is
You believe that also, huh? Jamie Overton is
This is-
retired from from red ball cricket. Da.
except when he plays for CSK, which is red ball cricket. But yeah.
Now I forgot his
Excellent.
brother's name also.
I hope serious cricket fans are not listening to this podcast. Some Chennai guy will go to Jamie Overton's house in England and throw one stone in his house like, hey, you are playing cricket here, I heard on podcast. No, da, that's not me, da, that's my brother, da.
Krunal Pandya. He was bouncers from UBCT. Rare aside to county cricket. Did you see that video of James Anderson trying to get a ball which had gone and got?
Oh, in the hedges.
It had fallen inside the hedge around the boundary rope or something. In county cricket, now they don't have ball boys, obviously. I don't think they've ever had. But they don't even have an old man and a dog watching anymore because the players only have to go like, you remember when we used to play gully cricket, if the ball
Yeah,
falls in the
retrieve the
sack, one fellow will get designated fellow will be the person who hits it has to go and pick up the ball from the gutter and bring it back. That unfortunately is now Jimmy Anderson.
No, Dad, the old
Not
man is that old man only is James Anderson.
Nice. Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, let's talk about Punjab Kings. Is it possible for an IPL team to win the tournament in a 2-month tournament without winning a single match for an entire month? That's the question.
Interesting.
They literally went a month without winning, right? What? So 6 games.
Yeah, 6
I don't.
games.
It actually took Lucknow to come and get them back into winning ways. But that's the beauty about
Correct.
Lucknow. Any team will win. But yeah, what do you think about Punjab's campaign? Prabsimran Singh and Priyansh Arya going absolute ballistic at the top.
Yeah.
They were looking unbeatable for a while.
I'm hoping they win. By some miracle, I hope they win. I don't think they will, but I hope they do.
Yeah, I think it was. I agree. I'm in conflict here because if they win, it'll have to be through SRH. They have to go through SRH. But no, I think Punjab, I mean, especially the way that, last year they were in the final and then the way they started this year was fantastic. And of course, it also produced amazing Instagram content, right? All the food reels,
Yeah.
Prabsimran's mother's aloo paratas and Ricky Ponting praising them. And my God, this is what IPL is
correct.
about. The entire fusion of, memes and food and culture. And cricket also is there, by the way.
And racism.
Right. What the fuck? Yeah, we need to talk about our man Arshdeep Singh's.
What is
Uh,
there to talk?
Oh my God.
Huh.
No, by the way, this is the deep analysis part of this podcast where we have tipped that, Punjab might win the IPL. By the time you listen to this podcast, they might be out of the playoffs itself.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they have managed to find these weird players. Like you all sound like characters from like a random book, James Hadley Chase book, Cooper Connolly. Okay, like what is this? This is a real person. Okay, another one. What Suyan Shedgay. Shedgay. Okay, I'm like, is it Shetty? Is it Hegde? No, it's not. It's Shedgay. Okay,
Rejuveness.
Trans monster. Yeah, sure.
they have some weird names in there.
But
yeah, but I hope they win.
let's talk about Arshdeep Singh. Come on. Bring it on.
Hey, what is there to say? One guy, he just randomly said something. It's not even like he thinks he's racist. He just gave some nickname. Everyone was okay with it. Now suddenly everyone else has a problem with it. Nobody has complained.
No, but
I'm not saying it
Nobody
makes
has
it okay, but I'm just saying that
No, but how is Arshdeep? See, Arshdeep has been to multiple ICC tournaments, right? He's heard He's been through the training. It's not
No,
like
it's
he's
not an
Yeah.
it's
someone
not an
from the
ignorance
street.
problem. What are you talking about? It's not an ignorance problem. It's a sort of culture allows it, so we will do it problem, right? It's like he knows that nobody is actually going to pull you up on the spot when you're saying things like this. So it happens, right? I mean, this is not even the worst thing that's
Like people
happened.
have
He just
got pulled
happened.
up in the past, no? Like Ishan Sharma got into trouble with
Correct,
Darren
but like
Sammy
much
situation and all.
after the fact, right? I mean, let's not pretend somehow the racism has happened only this year and we're all shocked, blah blah blah. This has been happening since
Yeah,
whenever.
every year
When
I'm
what's his
shocked.
name?
Yeah,
Darren Sammy was at Sunrisers. When
Naya
all these
Sona.
things
Yeah,
have
yeah.
happened.
Huh.
All these things
Correct.
have happened, all over the thing.
Hey, my theory is that I feel like Indian players in general have gotten a little more sensitive about doing this with like West Indian players, and they probably know, okay, we shouldn't screw around here.
Oh.
But Tilak Verma,
Indian
I can say
players are
whatever the
fair
hell
game.
I want. Because
see.
they basically have seen it that way. That's how I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Lakshman Shivramakrishnan says disagrees, but okay, I get that.
I mean, yeah, now we still have this thing. Imagine what it was like back in his day. Like it would have been way,
Sure.
way worse. So yeah.
Sure. No disagreements.
And what has happened to Arshdeep the bowler? Like
Go on.
every match he's been like 3 overs,
Wide,
50,
all
60.
wides.
2 months back he was India's new ball bowler, but in this IPL
I
he's had
think-
a shocking run.
I think Indian fast bowlers are not taking the IPL, or rather, they're taking the IPL only as seriously as they should be taking it. Is my theory. By which I mean, Bumrah and Arshdeep only two are there. Siraj, of course, is on the fringes. He has to fight to get back into the squad, into the 11 or into the full-time squad. So he's putting a lot of fight. But I think Arshdeep and Bumrah, this is a vacation, and I think everybody's okay with it.
Yeah.
You can't really point fingers at it. Guys, this is a new record. We've recorded for more than 1 hour, and maybe this is what happens when a team actually performs well. We have not spoken about RCB at all, except for Kohli. Yeah.
Ugh.
So this is that part. Let's talk about what's that? Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar.
Hazelishwar. Oh my god.
Hazeleshwar. Yeah. What a team, man. What the hell? I mean, 18 years of being a meme, and then they've just come and assembled like the most kick-ass team ever. It's a brilliant team. It's unbeatable.
This is
Yeah.
What do
amazing
you say?
jinxing going on here. It's like
It's a
games they're gonna
super
lose.
team, man. I mean,
What
they might lose.
That is
I
like
mean, they lost to.
or like, go on, please.
और करो.
Oh, seriously, what is the weakness in this team? To beat them, you need Suryavanshi scoring 75 of 22 balls.
One second.
That is how they lose.
Stop right there. The only weakness of RCB has been, will be, always will be their fans. That's it.
Correct.
That is the biggest
Correct.
weakness of
Correct.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, correct. Mamu, you tell that.
Suddenly a crying Kota Ganesh comes out of
SWOT
nowhere.
analysis on RCB.
I mean, I don't think they've played as well this season as they were last season. I mean, if you look at RCB's run scorers this season, it's been primarily like Kohli and Padikkal. I mean, Tim David won them one
No,
match
Patidar.
and Krunal, yeah,
Patidar
of course, Patidar as well.
Patidar to some
Yeah,
extent.
yeah, Patidar as
Yeah,
well.
we name
But
5 players.
below that, yeah, we need 3 players.
For they have to
I
get
mean,
batting
it's-
chance, no?
Jitesh has had a fuck all tournament. Tim David has had like one
Jitesh
game.
is out.
Romario Shepherd has been equally bad. Then in the bowling, like
Correct.
I don't think Suyash was really good for them last season. He's been very average this season for them. So they are a very good side, but I do believe that it's been carried by a few individuals. So I don't think that they will go on to win the trophy. Like I think both Gujarat and SRH are looking quite strong in my view, and I think RCB's RCB. But again, fantastic achievement all the same, basically.
The Chank. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting take. They've also brought Venkatesh Iyer in randomly in the last
Correct.
couple of games, and he has done very well also. So that is
Yeah.
actually 5 batsmen who are firing. If 5 batsmen fire, that is the reason why number 7 doesn't score runs, because he doesn't get a chance to bat.
So
So you
wait,
can't,
before this
yeah.
they had Phil Salt. No,
Yeah,
didn't they have Phil Salt? I mean, this year.
yeah. Phil
Philosophical
Salt got
questions.
injured. Then they got injured. He had a finger injury. Went to England to get scanned apparently, and
Scam.
Bethel
What is this?
played
There are
some
no X-rays in like Bangalore and Hyderabad or what? Everyone has to go back to
It is
so
so
many IT
diagnostics.
parks. No X-ray machine. Okay.
No, I think we're misunderstanding this. They say they're going to fly to Australia, fly to England. I think they're using the X-ray machine in the airport. They don't actually go there. They just go to the airport, check in, go through the X-ray, come back. That's the whole
And
process.
then they play county cricket. Their brothers play county cricket.
Yeah.
So they had Phil Salt. So Phil Salt, fine, whatever. They got injured, etc. Then he went out. So they got Venkatesh Iyer in to open. Right? That's what he did in the last game.
Middle order.
No,
Oh,
they
he's
they
doing
No,
good, I
he
guess.
opened. He
they
opened
had
with Kohli.
Bethel in. They had Bethel. Bethel
Bethel
also
is,
got a finger injury. So he also went back to England to get a scan, basically. So
Same
instead
X-ray
of
machine.
Bethel, Venkatesh Iyer came in. So he's hardly played 2 or 3 games this season, Venkatesh Iyer, and I think he came
Yeah,
in
only
just to
last
like
2-3 games.
congratulate, yeah, congratulate Vijay on his ascension
Did
to
Kohli
CM
shake
post
his
and all.
hands?
No, there was
okay.
somebody saying that Travis Head had abused Venkatesh Iyer racially, and that is why like Kohli didn't shake his hand. So that is also a theory going around basically.
This is making up stuff now.
Fuck.
I don't know, guys.
Okay.
On form, I'm backing RCB to make it two titles on the trot. It's either
Yes,
RCB
yes.
or Sunrisers. How can
RCB.
Gujarat win, man? How do you? I mean, is someone paying them money for every match? If you go to Poly Market, I think there is a bet. How many matches will Washington Sundar continue to play at number 4? And I think the stakes have gone completely out of whack now. These guys are just making money there. This is their entire plan. And somehow the team is also winning. I don't know how that team is winning. Rahul Tewatia is an impact sub. He doesn't bat, he doesn't bowl. Then why are you even bringing him into the squad? Forget bringing him and then taking him out and bringing someone else in. What is that team? Please explain that team to me. How are they here? They also started the season very poorly. They lost, I think, 3 out of the first 4 games. After that, they're just like winning everything.
Yeah, they have all kinds
Shubman
of
Gill is playing
weird...
Test cricket only. What is happening?
Correct. I agree. Shubman Gill is playing Test cricket, but except like in some games he's playing reasonably well. But okay, fair.
That is because Sai Sudarshan is batting the other end. It looks like that to you. He's
That is
actually
true.
batting like Test
Okay.
cricket only. Someone explain to me what's
Yeah.
happening with Gujarat. I don't understand.
Yeah, Rashid Khan also.
They-
Rashid Khan is also there. I don't think.
They made
Oh.
like the Ahmeda pitch as like the new Waka basically, and then they started playing there. And after that, like they filled their side with 6 fast bowlers, and then told them you just bowl as fast as you can basically. And that's literally how they won all the matches. I mean, like Rabada is interesting, right? Like his speed guns are consistently showing 150 to 155. He himself came out and said,
Yeah,
I think the
speed
speed guns are manipulated, basically. So, Rabada himself came out and said,
It's a psychological warfare.
it's crazy, right? I mean, every year Gill, Sai Sudarshan, and Butler will score like 400, 500 runs. And crazy
Yeah.
level of consistency in this format, basically.
Basically, it's those 2 fast bowlers, no? Siraj and this guy, Rabada, are like bowling the unbelievably well. Rashid is not the old Rashid, but he's not getting hit also. It's not like he's
Correct.
taking too many wickets, but he's always there. I don't understand that team, sorry. I'm trying to explain, but no. That squad makes no sense, man. Josh Butler not been in form, but towards the end he started scoring. He's also scoring
Except
now.
CSK brought him back into form. Like the only CSK possible. Like bring the most like out of form guy just before
Correct.
playoffs back into form. It's like
Correct. Even Rashid Khan was not taking wickets. I think CSK gave him 3. So, yeah, perfect.
So there was this interesting question asked to Butler, right? I mean, as to what prompted your turnaround in form, given how bad you were for England. He was like, yeah, I think Hayden took me aside and asked me to just watch the ball, basically, and that like suddenly changed my form. Like I'm wondering, like, what is happening in that
What were you
England
doing?
camp in the name of coaching,
Yeah,
basically.
before this,
No,
I
the
was
question
watching
you should
Jimmy
ask is-
Anderson doing gardening of the hedge.
I
Like,
know what happened.
Correct. You should ask, what were you doing before that? Instead of before watching the ball, what were you doing? Where were you watching? Explain. Was it like...
Do you all remember Ross Taylor? He
Of
used
course.
to score. He was an average player and then he got an eye problem. And then he
Correct.
became a fantastic player because he could not see
Correct.
the ball. He was so bad that when he doesn't see the ball, he hits it better. Who is the coach of England? Ross Taylor's best friend, Brendan McCullum. What advice do you think McCullum told Josh Butler? Don't see the ball. You will score more runs. It happened to my friend. It will happen to you. Hayden said, hey, I'm loose. I have taken Namara Yatri and gone to Bellandur. I will tell you what happens if you're not watching. People will take you for a ride. So you better watch the ball. That is what. Everything is explained now. Yeah.
Too good. Too good. We have covered all
Okay,
teams.
before we wind
We have
up, let
covered
us
everything.
quickly pick our picks. I think 3 of you picked Punjab Kings, who mostly are not going to be in the playoffs anyway. So to win the tournament.
Yeah, no,
which
once
is-
again, let's just say where we are recording. We are recording on like what, Saturday, and there is a MI-RR game.
Sunday,
If RR wins
Correct.
it, they're through. Oh, sorry, Sunday. We are recording on Sunday. There's an MI-RR
Yeah.
game. If RR wins, they're through.
Yes.
Correct.
And
If
and
RR
Punjab is out.
loses, if RR loses, KKR has a chance to go past Punjab on net run rate.
Okay, fine. I think
Yeah.
that's unlikely, but okay, fair. I think RR can beat Mumbai. Where are they playing? Wankhede. Easily they'll beat Mumbai. Okay, so I think that it
Suryavanshi,
doesn't-
80 of 20 balls.
Yeah. I feel like this is a Suryavanshi game. I think it will be.
I hope
probably
somebody actually breaks that. Every time Suryavanshi or one of these players comes close, they make 75 of 23,
Suresh
75
Raina.
of 24.
Suresh Raina.
Suresh
Raina,
Raina
no.
undefeated meme will come out, right? Again, some
Yes.
Parvinder Ravana or something, he once scored one useless innings. I hope somebody goes past that 85. That
87,
so that
87 of 25,
Chinnathala
which ended with a
Forgotten.
run out, by the way.
by McCallum, by
Yes.
Brendan McCallum.
Yeah.
As ball before it existed. Absolutely, yeah. So now, PGK, now that you know the scenarios, tell us, is it still Punjab Kings that you're backing?
I mean, I want Punjab King, but I'm pretty sure Rajasthan will easily beat Mumbai. So if Rajasthan beats Mumbai, then it is
Then Punjab will for
RCB,
sure win.
Gujarat, then
SRH,
RCB,
Rajasthan.
Gujarat, SRH,
RCB
and
with
Rajasthan.
Gujarat
That's
Sunrisers
the-
versus Rajasthan.
And then it'll
And
be
that is the order exactly. So then it will be RCB versus Rajasthan and Sunrisers. Okay.
no. It'll be Sunrisers RR as Rajasthan Royals.
Sorry,
then
eliminator.
Correct.
eliminator, right? Then whoever wins that goes to the loser of the thing. Wow.
Correct.
Now we are having to figure out the format also.
Yeah,
It is a little sad that you have to choose between watching Prabsimran and Priyansharya and Shreyas Iyer or Yashasvi Jaiswal and Suryavanshi in the playoffs.
Correct.
It would have been fun
That's
to
exactly
have
what
both
it
of
is.
those squads in the
Right.
playoffs. Which,
Right.
Forget that you get to watch Washington Sundar. Like, be
at
happy.
number 4.
Washington Sundar. Like,
I'm telling you, Poly Market biggest bets. When will the Strait of Hormuz open? There is a lot of money riding on that. Will we cite aliens this year? There is plenty of money riding on that. The third biggest one is how many more games will Washington Sundar bat at number 4? It's happening. Gujarat is
My
gonna
last
go
question is,
unbeaten.
who has to do match fixing for RCB to be eliminated? So that's like, who has to do it? I'm only asking that. Who has to be caught so that we basically kick out RCB from the qualifiers? And then we can
It'd
have
be nice if RCB lose the
SRH,
finals
Punjab.
to whoever.
We can have SRH, Punjab, and Rajasthan, all three, which I wanted to have. I didn't want to choose between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, on paper, I think RCB is the best squad. I think they won the IPL last year. It's fair that they lose the final this time and feel how it
Yeah.
is. It'll be fun for
But if this time, if
Against
RCB wins, at least Kohli will not have that guy standing next to him to destroy all
Yeah,
of his
correct.
photos and moments. What's his name? Fuck, where is he? They banished him, dude. They basically must have locked him in, like, dropped him in Bellandur Junction and say, you stay here. Okay, you don't come only. It's fine.
They have a
Must be
victory
still there.
parade at Alur Cricket Ground.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Just today, they put the stone for the new cricket ground in Bangalore.
Yes. The one in Anikal.
Where is it?
or
In
wherever.
Anikal. Okay, I don't
Yes.
know where Anikal is, but I'm like, okay,
Why are
in
they building
Anikal
a
they
new
put-
stadium?
because
Who
apparently.
knows? They ran out of tickets to give to MLS, so they have to build another.
Very cool. That's true. So now you have to send all
Yeah.
MLAs there. You see, all standing.
That's one thing working against RCB, that they won't play the knockouts in their home ground.
Forget all this. Forget Raipur, Anekal, Alur, all this. Next season, they should play in Vidhan Sauda itself. Why stadium, stadium, all this? In here, it's not like Chinnaswamy is that much bigger than Vidhan Sauda. Just play inside the main.
Anyway, they have
chamber of-
MLAs with tickets already.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah. Just play inside Vidhan Sauda only.
Correct. And I have seen outside Vidhan Sauda. It is the same size as Chinnaswamy. Only that road outside is like not very big. It's the same.
International waters.
Yes. Correct. International
Yeah.
waters. Kaveri waters.
Perfect. And everyone is wearing white, so they can actually play test matches. Maybe Ruturaj Gaikwad will win a spot to play in Vidhan Sauda Premier League. All right.
I wanted to check
I think
where
it's
are they
already
playing
started.
the next games. It is in Dharamshala.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then New Chandigarh. New
Oh,
Chandigarh. and-
Dharamshala, Chandigarh, Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad,
Oh, the
yes.
playoffs are at. Oh, interesting. The
Yeah, they
playoffs
took
are
it
in
away from
Dharamshala.
Bangalore, no,
So-
basically.
Yeah, they took it
No,
out of
that I
Bangalore.
knew, but I didn't know they took it away and gave it to Dharamshala and
Ahmedabad.
Chandigarh. I was like, okay, I thought some other
No,
place
they
is-
gave
No,
it to
no,
Ahmedabad. The
Chandigarh-
final was supposed to be in
Finally.
Chinnaswamy.
Hey, Chandigarh was
Chandigarh.
like rightful owner only because Punjab was finalist last time, right? So they would have got
Finalist last year. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Correct.
So they took the RCB game
so
and
who's
gave
the
one to
fraud?
Dharamshala, who is like BCCI secretary, and one to Ahmedabad. For Dharamshala
Very
is
good.
Good, but
Dharamshala is also
Dharamshala
fine.
is also Punjab homegrown, no? But it's okay, whatever. Ahmedabad. End of the day, all MLAs can take tickets and go drink some lassi and watch Washington Sundar. Imagine 150 runs to win in 50 balls. Asking rate has soared out of hand in the final. And you have Washington Sundar and Rahul Tewatia sneaking singles. Ruturaj Gaikwad undefeated. I'm telling you. Yeah. All right.
Fun,
On
fun.
that note, we will end this episode number 183, historic episode of the Bits and Pieces podcast, which keeps the podcast alive. And the IPL is still alive. So I hope to join you again after the tournament, where we will talk about the actual winners after having made all the wrong predictions that we can in today's episode. Until next time, this is Nitin, Kart, PGK, and Varun Murli saying bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.